Chapter 5 covers for us in our Intro to HR class the benefits of recruiting. Recruiting is the idea of finding people to apply for your jobs. It's the step immediately before you start interviewing. And you can't really interview people if you have no candidates. Sometimes candidates come to you because they know about you, you're a good place to work, you're good people. Other times they have no idea who you are. They'd love to work for your company once they know about it. They don't know A, of your company, and B, of the jobs that you have available. So recruiting, or sourcing sometimes it's called, is the process that HR goes through to go out and to inform people about the jobs that we have in an effort to encourage them to come apply. And recruiting is critical. It's very beneficial for a number of reasons. This is section 5-1B. It's going to be one of the shortest videos that we've got. Yay! Because it's only going to cover a couple of things. We're also going to have over chapter 5 a couple of videos over section 2, A, B, and C, and A, B, and C. But for 5-1B, the main idea is a great question for the test, hint, hint. And that is the question, why is good recruiting beneficial? We can just haphazardly put that ad out there, put the monster.com or whatever it is, and just sit back and pray that people are going to come show up. Or we can get active and we can go find people. If I want to hire an accountant, I would be smart to go to colleges, to their accounting classes, and say, hey, we've got these great jobs. I go to you and tell you about it. Or I become a member of the Journal of Accounting or whatever, and I post an ad in that journal. You want an accountant? You go hang out where accountants hang out. If we do recruiting right, what are the benefits? You want to be able to list these things, not necessarily put any kind of definition or example, but at least list. And there's 5 things that we can say are benefits of doing recruiting well. The first benefit is cost efficiency. We can waste lots and lots and lots of money with nothing to show for it if we don't have a strategy for doing recruiting. Cost efficiency means that we don't waste money doing this in the wrong places. In other words, if I need an accountant, I'm not going to go to a place where marketing salespeople hang out because they don't know accounting. If I need an HR person, I don't want to go someplace where they train engineers because they think differently. I'm going to waste money by going to the wrong places. If I only have a limited amount of money to use on advertising for these jobs, I want to make sure that the accounting people are in accounting areas, and I want to pay the fees associated with people who find accountants. And another thing that makes it cost efficient is that we don't have to do this process twice. Ideally, when we recruit, when we interview, when we hire, we're getting somebody that is right for this job, that likes this place and that will stay for a while. It's frustrating to go through this process. It might take 3 weeks, it might take a year, depending on the job. It's frustrating to invest that time to hire somebody only to come to the conclusion after 3 months that they're not right and we've got to let them go. Or for them to say, this company's not what I thought it was. I don't see any growth opportunities, whatever, and they quit. And then what happens? We have to go through it again. We have to do it twice. So cost efficiency comes about when we do it right. We do it one time, we do it well, we get an employee that we can count on, that we can rely on, that's going to be here for a while. So cost efficiency. The second thing is that we get good candidates. If you just throw an ad out there, you just put a sign up in the window, you're going to get all kinds of people who just wander by and think, well, what the heck? And they may not be the quality of people that you want. They may not be the background of people that you want. So when we have good candidates, we spend less time looking through resumes. If we just put an ad out there saying we need somebody to do customer service, we may get some old grumpity grump who has no business dealing with people, and we might get a lot of resumes that have nothing to do with what we are looking for. I can tell you, even in very specified kinds of jobs, when we got ready to hire another faculty member to teach human resources, when we hired Dr. Aller, we had a description out there in the Chronicle of Higher Ed that listed very specifically what we were looking for. And we got lots of resumes that didn't have anything to do with what we were looking for. People just put out a resume to put out a resume. They might have had a particular degree that's like, that. What's the purpose of that? We're looking for management. We're looking for human resources, maybe organizational leadership. But we got stuff all over the place, and we spent a lot of time looking through resumes that did not fit our job, that were people who were not qualified for our job. So we didn't have good candidates. We had a handful. Well, fortunately, we had enough to interview a few and pick the best. But that doesn't always happen. When we do recruiting right, one of the benefits is that we save money. Another benefit is that we get good people. All right. So the third one is retention. When we hire right, we know enough about them and they know enough about us for us both to be able to say, this is the connection that we want. We want you working here. You want to work here. So retention is probably higher. We get a person in the correct job and they will fit better with the team they're working with, and maybe they'll stay longer because they like it. So cost efficiency, good candidates, and retention. The fourth is legal compliance. We can run into all kinds of problems. You learned from the laws section a week or so ago that we can come into all kinds of problems by doing this wrong. Lots of discrimination lawsuits and all kinds of negative outcomes. When we recruit well, when we do it according to the guidelines, fewer lawsuits, maybe no lawsuits for discrimination or for having a process that's unfair. You remember also when we talked about disparate treatment and disparate impact. We might not consciously be excluding people, that's disparate treatment, but our processes may disqualify a lot of people that they don't need to disqualify. So when we recruit right, when we recruit well, we don't have problems or challenges about either of those things. So legal compliance. The last thing is diversity. The benefit of a good recruiting process is that we get a variety of people. It's not the same kinds of people all the time. Our salespeople are not all the little Barbie type and the Ken type dolls, but it's a variety of people. I don't know about you, but if I'm running a business and all of the salespeople that come in are much more attractive than I am, I start thinking, you know what, you're out of my league. I don't really want to deal with you. Send me somebody who looks like me. When we have diversity, we have underrepresented groups. We have a variety of different faces on our company, and we get a broader perspective on ideas and processes. So you see, there's a number of reasons why good recruiting is beneficial. Cost efficient, good candidates, higher retention, legal compliance, and diversity. Those are the main ideas that we want to take out of 5-1. I hope that you'll be able to recall those things at test time. And we're going to call this video quits for now. It's less than 8 minutes at this point. I'll see you again in the next one.